Hi, my name is Sarah and we are here with Catholic Match talking all things dating and relationships. And today we're going to dive into 3 New Year's resolutions that I have for you as a single woman. Let's go. All right, New Year's resolution number 1, to pick up a year-long devotional. Something you can do, you start January 1st and you end December 31st, and that you keep up all year long. I think it doesn't matter where you are relationship-wise with other people, your relationship with the Lord always going to be really, really important. And in times where maybe you're not happy about where you are, it can be really helpful to just kind of take yourself out of that mindset and do something for you. Something that is purely for you, something that is personal, something that is remains in your inner room. And I think that a year-long devotional can be really helpful with that. Now you may be asking me, Sarah, where do I even go? Tons of places are available for you. You could say that you're going to do the Bible in a Year podcast with Father Mike Schmitz. He's starting the Catechism in a Year on January 1st in 2023, just a few days. You could follow along with that too. Blessed is She has multiple, I think 2 or 3, 52-week long devotionals. Emily Wilson has, I think 1 or 2 52-week devotionals. There are different books that you could pick up that you could say, I'm going to spend a year reading these, or I'm going to pick up 2 or 3 spiritual books and I'm going to spend all year reading and praying through them. You could pick up a devotional and just simply do it every day, like the rosary, anything that really calls to you. But I encourage you to start something that would last all year long. Not something that just lasts a month or a week or, a novena. Something that lasts all year long, and invest in it for yourself because it matters. No matter who you end up with, whether that's single for the rest of your life, happily married by the end of next year, your soul, the state of your soul and your relationship with Jesus Christ matters more than anything. And so I think it'd be a really good idea to first and foremost jump into that, invest in it, and make sure that it's worth your time, because it always will be. Okay, number 2 is such a good one, to give yourself permission to let go of relationships that have you guessing in any way. If you're thinking to yourself, does he like me? Does he want to go on another date? Does he want to even ask me on a date in the first place? Any of these doubting questions, I'm just going to tell you right now, the man that you are meant to be with will never have you questioning his intentions, ever. You will never be confused about where he is, what he's thinking, what his intentions are, what his ideas are. It's just not going to be a thing in your relationship. And so if you're with anyone right now that is causing a lot of self-doubt, no harm, no foul on them, cut it off. New year, new you. You just don't have time for that anymore. There is so much going on. We are under so much different amounts of pressure from all around that you just don't need that anymore. And you can let it go. And so I think that should be your second resolution, is that you take any relationships that are just there to fill your mind with doubt, to ask these questions over and over and over again, where you're questioning yourself, you're questioning him, motives, intentions. It maybe even throws you into existential crises about what do I do? He's not texting me back. He's not calling. We had a first date. It went really well, or did it? Any of those things, cut it off. Your time is worth more than that. And then your third New Year's resolution that I have as a proposal for you is probably the least tangible, but I think it's also the most widespread, and that is to promise yourself to keep an open mind. I know that it can be really hard to just throw out those walls and keep them up and keep them high. And it can be really exhausting to continue to open yourself up when you have a really good idea or just a really strong suspicion that you're going to be let down again. I totally know what you're talking about. Thousands of other women do too. But I think it's important that you don't give up in doing that act, because that act is still an act of great bravery and an act of great courage and an act of great trust. And those are all virtues that we are striving for in general in life. And I think it's good to keep striving for them in your daily life as well. Just to keep an open mind. That maybe you actually don't have any idea what 2023 will bring. That, however many years it's been where it's just been the same thing over and over and over and over, there is still an opportunity for this year to be different for you. And that can be really difficult, and you can be laughing at me right now and saying that is so silly. It will change nothing, but I promise you an open mind will. An open mind will lead to other things. And I can't name those. I don't know what those are. But I know that we're promised that when we knock, doors will open, and just stay open to knocking. So resolution number 1, pick a year-long devotional to invest in for just you and stick to it. Resolution number 2, any relationship that has you doubting, let it go. Let it stay in 2022. And as you enter into 2023, walking lighter. And resolution number 3 is to promise yourself that you will keep an open mind, because doubt is heavy and patterns of disappointment are even heavier. But I want to encourage you to not let it completely weigh you down, to not let it completely crush you. Because again, you just never know what this year is going to hold. There's so much hope in that. There's a lot of corniness too, but there's so much hope in that. And with that, please let me know in the comments below, what are you setting for your New Year's resolution this year? I want to hear all of your different ideas. I always love to learn that about people. If you have appreciated this video, like it in any way, make sure to give it a nice thumbs up and follow us here on CatholicMatch so you can always know when we have more videos coming out. You can also go check us out on IG over at CatholicMatch, and I will see you there. Have a good day.